Hello and welcome to The Recipe, brought to you by Filippo Berio. I'm your host Theo Randall, chef patron at Theo Randall Cucina Italiana. Today I'm joined by a chef whose food is a powerful celebration of Palestinian heritage. From growing up in the old city of Jerusalem to building a remarkable career in London, he's become one of the most influential voices in Middle Eastern cuisine. Please welcome Sami Tamimi. Sami, it's such a pleasure to have you here. This show is all about dishes that have a meaning, tell a story. What are you going to cook for us today?
I'm going to cook one of my childhood flavors.
Yeah.
Which, my mom used to just kind of quickly do couscous with tomato and onion. It's so simple, sweet, dollop of yogurt. I remember me and my siblings sitting on the floor with a bowl of that and just kind of spoon that. Over the years, people telling me how much their kids love it.
Yeah.
Because it's so simple, you can actually add and elevate it or kind of take off some of the ingredients. And in Bostani, I did it for adults. So I added more heat to it, more vegetables, and they come in a patties kind of, so you just kind of serve them for adult.
How did you learn cooking? Because obviously cooking in a Palestinian household was quite a female-orientated thing.
I was really kicked out of the kitchen.
You were kicked out of the kitchen.
Go and play with your friends outside. And it's all about me connecting, because I left when I was 30. It's a way for me to connect to, where I grew up, but also the food. I neglected Palestinian food for a long time and then did a whole circus and go back to it. Because,
Why was that?
Because I am a self-taught kind of chef, so I wanted to really learn as much, all the classic, the French to Italian, because it was really important for me to educate myself about, different cuisines. But then you go back and understand that the food that you have been eating and cooking and been fed to means a lot more, and it's really, really a spectacular food.
Yeah, of course.
It's a cuisine that has a lot of history and lots of layers, and I love the fact that they use so many kind of spices and herbs and vegetables, and it's the food that I feel much connection to.
Did all the kind of learning the French techniques and the Italian techniques, did that help you with your cooking skills?
With French, not so much.
Yeah.
I remember
it's very different.
Was in the 80s, I was really young, standing there with the turning little potatoes into,
of course.
And thinking to myself, what a waste of potatoes.
Where are all the potatoes going?
Two pieces, and most of the time you get it wrong.
Yeah, of course.
So with French, I love it as an adult, but for me, it didn't really connect because it was like butter and butter and butter, where we use a lot of olive oil.
Which is the best.
Yeah.
This here is a red pepper paste. So how is that made?
Palestinian cooking, they have a huge pantry, which we call moune, because season is really kind of short. Summer is really, really quick, and everything comes into season so quickly. It's same like in Italy, and then rotten.
There's abundance of things, so you've got to preserve.
And people have to make, the best out of everything. So pepper, chilies, peppers, a bit of garlic, lots of olive oil, and lots of love.
Fantastic.
They basically cook everything together and then blitz it, and then spread it into piece of sheets and put it in the sun.
Okay.
So it's kind of sun-dried, fermented.
Yeah.
And then
so it's slightly fermented.
Jar it, olive oil, and it keeps for 2 years. A lot of the Palestinian food is about preserving and pickling and drying, because seasons are really short, and also they want to enjoy tomatoes and peppers in the winter when they're not really available.
It strikes me as Palestinian food is very healthy food. I mean, there's the fat you're using is olive oil. You're not using much meat in a lot of dishes. I mean, this book is a beautiful book. I mean, Bostani is about the garden, it's about the vegetables. So it's very much your thing. I'd never say the word vegan or vegetarian because it's not.
I don't use it because for me, this is like a modern term where I grew up on eating grains and pulses and lots of vegetables and seasonal stuff that now they are kind of becoming fashionable. It's more about educating people about the region, and also it's got quite a lot of history and a lot of culture and deep connection to the surrounding, to the land, to the season. I remember as a kid kind of going up with my parents to the hills of Jerusalem to forage for
Really?
little greens and mushrooms, and this really stays with you. And hombre, where I have a house, I can also go out and forage, and I remember things vividly, and I can just go out and bring something to eat for lunch, which is really great.
Amazing. I mean, you were born in Jerusalem, weren't you?
I was, I was born in the old city, in the Muslim quarter, and I was quite a rebellion. I just wanted to do my own thing.
You wanted to cook, but your mum wouldn't let you.
Not only that, I grew up in a very kind of macho house where all the kids kind of funnel into the same route where it's about transport and trucks and buses. And
Okay.
I was not really interested in that. I wanted to be an artist, but my dad's like, I'm not having that. So cooking was kind of part of me being an artist, but also expressing myself and how deep inside, I just really wanted to cook, but nobody wanted to kind of hear it. So just left. And I started my cooking career when I was 17.
And your first job was washing dishes in a hotel?
Lots of chefs do that.
I started off with washing dishes at the age of 15 to earn pocket money. I mean, it's how it should start.
It started with me this is all kind of story with going to my dad and say, can I get a bike? And he said, yeah, of course you can. I said, can I have money? No, of course not. It's
you got to earn it.
Summer school holiday. Go out, earn it, do it. I did. I got the job in the hotel. And after a month, I bought the bike, and I was like biking from the old city to West Jerusalem to do the job. And 3 months later, I was running the breakfast on my own. I was this little skinny thing standing on the stove doing this 150 people scrambled eggs.
So how did you go from washing dishes to cooking without any experience of cooking? Your mother must have let you in the kitchen at some point.
No. I started neglecting the whole cleaning and kind of following all the chefs. Because it's a new world. It's like, unlike my mom's kitchen, everybody have kind of a job, and somehow they all come together at the end to do something like a feast or breakfast or dinner. The chef kind of thought, this kid is like, why is he so curious? So let's give him a few jobs. I learned really fast. I was promoted after 3 months.
Amazing.
But
he really must have seen something in you. I mean, the chef must have thought this.
I was really lucky.
This kid. Well, I mean, there's always luck involved, but the chef must have seen this kid really wants to cook. I mean, you must have had it like the passion must have been there.
Yeah, and also what clicked, I remember like talking to the sous chef. He wouldn't tell me twice how to do it. He will show me once, and the next day I will do it my own, and I will do it perfect.
Really?
And this is what kind of clicked in him. Like this kid is learning really fast, and he's doing it really great.
Well, I think you should teach me now how to cook this dish. Let's start cooking.
We're gonna start by chopping the onion and then frying it in a bit of olive oil.
Okay. So basically, the onion's going to give it a lovely sort of caramelized sort of base, like a sofrito kind of thing.
Yeah, the sweetness, and then we add the tomato paste and the pepper paste.
Yeah.
And the carrots, and you add the stock, and then kind of cook it like a pilaf. You can start frying the onions.
So
just a dollop of
olive oil.
That's 2 spoons. Yeah, that's
A dollop is 2 spoons. Interesting. That's a good one. I've never heard that culinary term before. So,
it's all about home cooking. So
it is, exactly.
When I was doing recipes, and some of them I wanted to kind of fish out of my sister. So you would call her and like, how much do you? A handful of this and a pinch of that. It's like this is how you cook at home, and it always turns out to be
the best.
Yeah.
It is. Cooking is being instinctive, and I mean, obviously, recipes are great guidelines. Sometimes it's that little bit of extra, that little bit of kind of passion or love in the recipe that makes all the difference. And your book seems to sort of bring that across very nicely.
Home cooking is all about just kind of enjoying the process and do something that is going to work. It's really deflating when you know that the recipe you spend time buying and prepping and cooking doesn't work. The dish needs to look good, taste good, but also it needs to work.
Yeah, but also you don't have a lot of ingredients.
Because you want people to have access to everything.
Of course.
But also not using kind of weird gadgets. And I deliberately use ingredients from the supermarket and cook it in a home kitchen. So it's
very much achievable.
Yeah.
Having looked at the book, the recipes, they seem pretty time friendly. There's not a lot of process. A lot of the salads and dishes, they're not lengthy processes. I mean, it seems to me like a great introduction to Palestinian food.
Yeah, and it's all about the joy of cooking. And I wanted people to not roll vine leaves for hours, but really do a nice pilaf or fritters like these
A lot of people know you from working with Yotam Ottolenghi. You were kind of his first, partner chef in the first restaurant in Notting Hill in 2002, weren't you?
Throughout.
Throughout.
Until recently. I gave all myself to the company, and I wanted to do something slightly different, something that I find meaningful for myself as well.
I mean, let's go back to the beginning. So you were working at Baker and Spice back in 97, was it?
97, yeah.
And that's when you first met Yotam. How did your friendship evolve?
We were both new to London. We didn't have many friends, two gay guys. Cooking is kind of the element that really kind of connect us.
Yeah.
We both spoke Arabic and Hebrew.
Yeah.
This is another kind of connection. But also we were working together but separate, and we just bonded together.
So you were doing the savoury, he was doing the pastry, the sweet.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. And so from that point, so you got a friendship together. You were working at Baker and Spice, which was the most brilliant, would you call it a delicatessen bakery?
It was both. It started as a bakery, and the lady I met in Tel Aviv when I was a head chef of a restaurant there, and she loved the food, and she wanted to introduce something like my cooking in London. And it just happened that I was kind of trying to escape Tel Aviv into, first it was Paris, but then London was more kind of, it's easier.
Yeah.
And the lady who's behind Baker and Spice allowed me to do whatever I wanted, because she didn't really have a concept.
Okay.
So I actually created the concept. Colourful, really inviting dishes that everybody wants to have a bit of that. Very unfussy, very uncomplicated food. Food that you look at and think, I can cook it at home, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to buy it from here.
But that was the first of its kind in London. I mean, that was like...
That was also my introduction to London. I was so happy to do what I wanted to do. And I carried that to Ottolenghi as well. We just wanted, the whole concept of Ottolenghi is to do exactly the same, but in a different environment.
I remember going in there and my jaw just dropped when I saw it. Because at the time I was at the River Cafe, and the River Cafe was a restaurant that had all these amazing displays of vegetables on the bar.
Yeah.
And I remember walking in there, and it was like a sort of Middle Eastern version of the River Cafe. I mean,
exactly.
It was just incredible. I always remember that green bean salad with the mange too.
Yeah.
And it was just, there was that little bit of tahini in there, and it was so different, and it was so brilliant and fresh, and it kind of made people just want to eat vegetables.
We just introduced people to a colourful, healthier, tastier, homemade cooking. In the cookbooks, it's the same. I'm doing basically what I did so many years, but now I document, I write the recipes, I taste them myself, and they prove to be doing really well.
You've written a lot of recipes, but it's so nice to have your own book. I mean, how does that feel, being your own person, in the sense that, it's not you and someone else, it's you 100%?
I mean, I spent a wonderful 20 years at Ottolenghi. I had the blast, but then because you are part of a whole kind of company, you don't have your own voice. I'm myself, I do whatever I like.
Yeah, of course.
But also, I do things that I enjoy. I don't want to be doing things just because I'm in charge of this kitchen, and I just want to really concentrate on highlighting the Palestinian cooking, first of all, but also do bits that I like. I'm old enough, I don't want to work in the kitchen. So the Bostani was a beautiful journey because I did everything at home in my own kitchen. I would get up like 2 o'clock in the morning thinking about something and go down to the kitchen and start cooking. Yeah, which is really nice. And I did all the writing. I was kind of worried about it to begin with, but then took a break, went to Umbria for 2 weeks on my own, no car, no nothing, and did all the writing.
Did you? Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Complete solitude.
Yeah. With recipes, it's a format that I've been using all these years, but with the writing, it's really personal. I want to talk about the family and my feelings and my childhood, but also about a place that's been bombed.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I promised myself to not talk about politics too much in the book, because I said quite a lot in the previous cookbook, Palestinian, where Bostani, I just wanted to kind of, my memory is kind of a different time, but also different Palestine that I remember.
Yeah, a childhood Palestine.
Yeah, which is, there's quite a lot of good memories. There's lots of bad memories, but
of course.
Just kind of to convey that in a book.
Positive thoughts.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna add the couscous in here.
Okay.
And the hot stock.
So what stock is that?
Just vegetable stock.
Just vegetable stock. So you're cooking the couscous in with the peppers, the carrots.
Yeah, it doesn't take long. The couscous cooks really quickly. We're gonna add an egg and a corn flour. Need to cool it down, of course, and just shape them into lovely patties.
You could eat it like that, couldn't you?
You could. I mean, this is how I used to eat it without the carrot and the chili.
I mean, this is like, you could eat this any time of the day. So you and Yotam obviously built up the whole Ottolenghi empire from the beginning. And then we get to 2020. Was that a point where you went to Umbria and decided, I just need a break?
It's like this fast wheel that once you're in it and you care for it, you created it. You've been educating people, and over the years, it's kind of so much love and so much care goes into the business. It's really, really hard to see yourself kind of detached from it.
Yeah.
It was in my mind kind of deeply. I need to do something else. It's gonna kill me. I went through a heart surgery and meltdown, and COVID came and just everything melted.
Yeah.
And it was a time that I thought, that's it. This is a good reason for me to just slow down. So I thought I can slow down and maybe work part-time, but I know myself. Once I'm in it, I'm in it.
Yeah.
COVID happened and I just packed everything, the 2 dogs, the car, drove all the way to Umbria. And we were just planning to stay there for a few weeks, and we stayed 8 months.
Wow.
And this is when the whole kind of me thinking about what's for me in the future. And you start to question, but also this guilt feeling of leaving everything that you built behind. But I needed to do it. There was no other way.
For yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And the idea of the cookbook came from just going out and foraging for little things. Also, it connected me to my siblings, my sister. I had all this knowledge all these years that it's gonna probably die with me if I don't kind of write it in the book, but also felt that my nephews are losing this knowledge. And over the years, talking to young Palestinians that grew up somewhere else, they don't have this knowledge. It was really important for me to write it down in a book, and it's almost like a documentation, so people can actually relate to it. Beautiful memories of things that probably disappeared or disappearing, and it's really a beautiful thing to do.
Did you cook with your mum when you went back home? Did you?
No, I cooked with my sisters. Unfortunately, my mum died when I was young. But there's a language as well between us. It's like, whenever I call my sister, why are you cooking today? So
really,
yeah, it's this banter. But also every time I go, they take turns on me. I have 4 sisters. And they do this elaborate feast every time, and they compete between them. Who's going to be the one that kind of break the ice?
And do their partners join in the cooking, or they?
Everybody joining. I mean, everybody kind of going shopping and buying things. Literally, like a full table of them. And you have to invite a lot of people because we come from a culture where you don't waste food.
Of course.
So it's not just for me, but still, they have this kind of, I'm gonna do this and that and stuff. Vegetables and stuff, chicken, and it's nice.
Just about to have your dinner or your lunch, and then they're discussing what they're going to cook the next day.
Well, they kind of invite you for breakfast, which is around 10 or 11, and you stay the whole day until like midnight, until you say, I can't
eat any more.
Yeah.
The couscous is puffed up nicely, and it's set. It's kind of set quite sort of solid.
Yeah. Need to leave it to cool down before we add the rest.
It smells amazing. It smells so fresh.
I have some yogurt here. This is Greek yogurt.
I can see you got a lot of mint. Is that dill?
Yeah, some capers, which really nice. They are native to Palestine.
I was going to say capers must grow. I mean, they grow in Sicily in abundance, or in any part of southern Italy, like wild in the rocks. Exactly. It must be exactly the same.
And somehow they lost their way because people used to cook with them. Now, much less, which is nice to bring back.
So the pepper and couscous is cooled down.
Yeah.
So what are we going to add now?
We're going to add a bit of corn flour. I decided to add it because couscous comes in different kind of sizes.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can't really control how much kind of moisture it got. And I just start with 1 egg. You can always tell if it holds its shape or not, and add 1 more egg.
Okay. So you want to make it as light as possible. If it's too much egg, it's going to be too heavy.
Yeah, it's too heavy, and I wanted to avoid the egg, but then testing the recipe time and time after, decided to put it in because it actually really cements everything together.
Yeah, because you don't want to pick up a fritter in it so it all crumbles and falls to pieces. It's not
Exactly.
Really fritting, is it? So another dollop of oil?
A good dollop.
A good dollop.
Yeah.
That's 3 tablespoons.
No, more.
4 tablespoons.
Yeah, because I want the fritters to cook, so you just kind of put about
So it's
300.
It's a double dollop.
Yeah, that's it. And now it's the messy part.
Okay, the best bit.
Which is...
So how hot the oil? Just sort of moderate or really hot?
No, moderate, because there's quite a lot of sugar here, and they
caramelize.
Yeah.
They burn.
You can also do them into like a big pan and just swag it into the oven.
Yeah.
It will cook
So
as...
you don't actually have to fry them?
No, you would fry them because it's really important to have this kind of little crust.
Okay.
And the color as well.
Yeah.
Here we go. And you can do them, big, small. If you have a dinner party or drinks, you can just do them into small bits.
Nice.
Like a finger food.
So this is a very traditional Palestinian dish. I mean, it must be quite frustrating seeing recipes from Palestine being renamed or relabeled.
I mean, yeah, it does. And also I've been trying for the last 15 years to really champion and highlight Palestinian cooking. Each region has its own kind of ways of cooking and seasonal. Palestinian is all about, connecting to the surrounding, but also it's quite a robust food. So these are done.
So these are lovely. They've got lovely kind of lightly golden. Let's go and eat it. Sami, this looks so delicious. I'm going to have to serve myself, I think. With you, you've bought some wine and you bought olive oil. You can come back anytime you like. I mean, this is two delicious things. So
you can't really do Palestinian cooking without Palestinian olive oil. Cheers.
Cheers. Very nice.
I love all these new wines because you never know. It's like what you smell and what you taste is two different things.
When you smell that, it smells slightly musty, but when you taste it, it's really clean and fresh.
Really fresh.
Lovely. So the yogurt on top.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Oh my God. That just tastes so fresh. That preserved lemon really brings out the flavour of the yogurt.
You need something quite pungent with such a kind of comforting, sweet, almost fritter.
And your oil is good too. That's so nice. This is kind of, I guess, what the book is about, isn't it, Bostani? This is like simple vegetable cooking with a lovely flavour, lots of flavours. The texture's so nice. You've got the crispiness on the outside. It's soft and chewy in the middle. And then you've got this wonderful yogurt that's just kind of
it's a way
zingy.
for people to really connect with the recipes and not find them challenging.
This dish is just like the perfect family feast. I mean, everyone in the family can eat this and enjoy it. The little ones, the adults, it's got a bit of everything.
Absolutely, and this is all, what I'm trying to do here, where it's a love of cooking and just kind of enjoying family time and friend time and not overcomplicate things. Not only that, also people tend to try the recipe the first time and then kind of tweak it to their liking. And I like that because, it's kind of, this is what happened over generation. People take a recipe and just kind of adapt it in a way that works for them.
This needs no tweaking.
Yeah.
It's absolutely perfect. So tell us about Palestinian oil. This oil is delicious. It's very light, it's very fruity, it's very fresh. What's the story behind it?
I mean, as a Palestinian, I feel like I'm obliged to use it and recommend it to people, but also I know how difficult it is for farmers to basically export their goods like olive oil and other products. People like the ladies behind Zaytoun, which they go through all the hell to bring it to the UK. And it's really, really important to use it because it really helps families in the West Bank and Palestine. It's a really lovely olive oil. The price is not for everyone, but just
good olive oil is always expensive.
Yeah, and it's good, really good for drizzling like we did earlier, or just in salad.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So we have a question from one of our viewers, and from TateNQ, and it is: what's a piece of advice you were given that now, with experience, you'd absolutely not give to someone else?
With cooking, you have to build your own knowledge by working and traveling and trying different cuisines. It works differently nowadays with the newer generation, and I think this is something that I wouldn't say to a new chef, like just build your own knowledge. Just do it. Take your own path, basically, and do it the way it feels more comfortable for you.
I was given a great bit of advice years and years ago, and that was trust your instinct, which I think is probably, I know it's a very basic bit of advice, but actually it's the best bit of advice. Sami, it's been absolutely fantastic having you on the show. Bostani is a brilliant book. It's a beautifully written book. It looks incredible. The recipes, I just want to cook everything in this book. So thanks for coming on the recipes.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
It was lovely to cook for you. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for listening to this episode of The Recipe with me, Theo Randall. You can find Sami's full couscous fritters recipe on the Filippo Berrio website at filippoberrio.co.uk/Theo, where you can also submit a question for one of our future chefs. Don't forget to subscribe, follow and share the podcast wherever you listen. Until then, happy cooking.